Welcome to our explainer. Today, we're diving into an ancient playbook for handling some very modern problems: failure, criticism, and that feeling of just being completely overwhelmed. We're going to see how a warrior's crisis on an ancient battlefield actually holds the secret to building an unshakable sense of self.
You know that feeling, right? A tough comment from your boss, a grade you weren't expecting, a project that just completely bombs. It's more than just disappointment. It's that sinking feeling that starts to feel like a final judgment on who you are.
And believe me, this is not a new thing. Just try to imagine being the greatest warrior of your age, standing on the edge of the most important battle of your life, and you're just paralyzed, frozen by sorrow and confusion. Well, that's exactly what happened to the great warrior Arjuna. He was so overwhelmed he literally couldn't even pick up his weapon.
So this moment for him, it wasn't just about a battle. It was a full-blown crisis of identity. His entire understanding of his purpose, his duty, his self, it was all thrown into complete chaos by his circumstances. It's a feeling we all know when our own world gets shaken up. Utterly lost, Arjuna turns to his guide, Krishna. And his plea is something I think we've all felt at some point. I'm broken. The way I normally think about things just isn't cutting it. Please tell me what to do. It's this moment of total surrender, of admitting his own perspective has completely failed him.
Krishna's answer is honestly revolutionary. He doesn't just give him a quick pep talk. No, he totally reframes the entire problem by making this powerful distinction between what is fleeting and what is forever.
Krishna starts with a little bit of tough love here. He basically says, "You sound smart, but you're grieving over things that aren't actually worth this level of pain." He's pointing out that a wise person understands that some things, the temporary things, just aren't worthy of this kind of soul-crushing despair. Okay, so let's break down how this ancient idea applies directly to our lives today. In this temporary column on the left, you've got the stuff we so often confuse with our real identity: our body, our feelings of happiness and sadness, and yeah, in our world, our job title, our GPA, our social status. All of this stuff changes. But then look at the right, the permanent column. This is the true self, the soul, the consciousness. It's the constant, unchanging witness that experiences all that temporary stuff. And here is the absolute key takeaway. Your essence, your core you, is totally separate from all your external stuff. It can't be hurt by a bad performance review, a failed test, or losing a job. It is, for all intents and purposes, indestructible. Now, this isn't just nice poetry. It's a radical shift in where you decide to place your sense of self-worth. Which brings us to this huge idea. You are not your circumstances. Honestly, this is such a powerful defense against the pressures of our hyper-competitive, always comparing world. You could even call it the ultimate antidote to imposter syndrome. Now, to make sure this idea really hits home, to make it something you can actually feel, Krishna uses this brilliant, super simple analogy. He says that your body, and by extension your entire life situation, is just like a set of clothes. You wear an outfit for a while, and then when it gets old or it just doesn't work for you anymore, you change it. Simple as that. I mean, what a freeing thought, right? That job title you're working so hard for, it's just an outfit. Your relationship status, an outfit. That GPA you're stressing over, just another piece of clothing. They are things you wear out in the world, but they are not the essential you. You are the one wearing the clothes. You are not the clothes themselves. Okay, so if you aren't your successes and you aren't your failures, then how are you supposed to act? Well, this understanding actually frees you up to approach your work and really your whole life in a totally different and way more powerful way. So Krishna introduces this concept of detached action. Now, this does not mean you don't care. It's actually the opposite. It means you care so deeply about the quality of your effort, your focus, your integrity right here in the moment, that you let go of the anxiety about the result because, let's be honest, you can't control that anyway. And this is his ultimate instruction on it. Just show up, do the work, go all in on the challenge, but find your satisfaction in the quality of your action, not in whatever comes out of it. It's about doing your best just for the sake of doing your best. Just think about that for a second. What happens when you take the terror of failure off the table? Well, your anxiety just plummets. Your focus gets razor sharp. You're suddenly free to be creative, to take smart chances, and to do your work with a real sense of purpose instead of a sense of fear. So what does this actually look like when you're back at your desk, or in a really tough conversation, or facing some personal challenge? How do you fight your battle with this new way of thinking?
Okay, here's a simple 3-step framework. First, separate. When you get that bad news or that disappointing result, you have to consciously tell yourself, this is an experience, it is not my identity. Second, focus. Pull your energy away from the anxiety and ask, okay, what does my best effort look like right now? And then pour everything into that. And finally, accept. Once you've done your absolute best, you have to release the outcome. Just let it go.
This ancient guide really challenges us to completely redefine what success even means. It suggests that real strength, real peace, doesn't come from having a perfect record. It comes from building an unshakable inner self that can wear any outfit, play any role with total excellence, and still stay whole no matter if you win or lose.